So the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later from our college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they're also conducting different exam to test our knowledge, and as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Vikas is teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by XLR Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left behind and everyone was given equal attention. All the doubts throughout the course were cleared. And if we had any questions also, we were like, the trainer was also ready to stay for a longer time than it was scheduled, even for the sake of doubts. So that shows how important the students are to them. So it was a really good experience with XLR's program, and by the end of the training program, I was able to develop my own application. And through the development also, there was another point. So our sir taught us about how we can connect our own mobile phone to our laptop and write code in our laptop, and you can see the output in your phone. It was really creative and interesting for me. I felt really good about that. So in the end, I developed my own mobile application. I showed it to my mother. I showed it to my friends. I felt really good about it. So I would really suggest XLR. I would recommend it to all my friends to take courses from here, as they focus on the children, focus on the students, and they focus on what's necessary. That is, the students' doubts gets cleared and everything else. So today I came down to the XLR office to collect my certificate. So I got to know about what other courses XLR is offering. It included data analysis, data analyst, social media marketing, and full stack Java, and many more courses which were interesting, and they gave us an insight of how everything happens, and they take you through the course from the starting of the course to the end, and what next, that is placements as well. How you should be going into the interviews and how you should be approaching to companies, your resume building, and there were so many things which XLR is going to help you in, and they are ready to give you all the knowledge required even if you are a beginner. So I really felt good about this visit, and I would really recommend XLR to everyone who's listening to this, and also to all my friends, that I had a very good experience with XLR, and I would suggest you to experience the same. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish and I am from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology. I am here to share my experience about XLR program. I took part in the XLR program that was conducted in the last month about the mobile app development using Flutter. What I liked the most about this session was the trainer started from the scratch. That means even the beginner who don't know about the basics of the program, even they can learn the most from this program. It gave me hands-on experience by developing a project which was the final outcome. Thank you XLR for giving me this opportunity, and I would also recommend all my friends to take part in the XLR programs. Thank you.
Hey guys, good evening to you all. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Can you please confirm the chat box? Yeah. Thank you for your responses. So let's continue our session. So let us recap what we have discussed in the last class. See, in the last class, we have discussed about what is load balancer, why we will use a load balancer, and also how to create a load balancer, what is load balancer, what is a target group, how to create a target group, how to create a load balancer, and also how to attach that load balancer to our servers or application servers. See, these things in the class we have discussed. As well, we have discussed elastic IP address. What is exactly elastic IP address? Why we will use the elastic IP address? How we can able to make constant our public IP address of server by using the elastic IP address. So how can we attach or how can we associate that elastic IP address to our particular EC2 instance? See, all these things we have discussed in last. Also, we have discussed IAM user. See, what is IAM user? Why we will use the IAM user in AWS? See, IAM user we will use for securely controlling our resources in AWS account. Okay, that is the IAM user. And also we have created one IAM user, and also all these things we have discussed. And also how to give permission policy. For suppose if someone want to use only EC2 service, so you can give permission for that EC2 service only. If someone want to use load balancer, if someone want to use S3 bucket, if someone was used into case cluster. See, based upon the requirement, you can change the permission policy by creating the IAM user. So that is the purpose of IAM user in AWS. We have to understand about. So in today's class, we are going to discussing about what is Git, what is GitHub. Okay. Now let me explain. Let me share my screen. So what is exactly Git? See, Git is nothing but version control system. You can name it VCS. So what is Git? Git is nothing but a version control system. So now let me explain what is exactly Git. Let me take new session. What is Git and what is GitHub? What is Git and what is GitHub? Let me change the font size. Yeah. So first let us understand what is exactly Git. See, Git is nothing but it is a version control system. It is a version control system. So what is exactly version control system? For suppose there is a developer. The developer wants to develop some application by using the code. So you have to track your application code. How can you track your application changes or versions? By using the Git only. So whenever you want to track your application code or source code version, source code changes, you have to use Git. And also by using the Git only, we can able to write the code, then we can able to store our code into GitHub repository. GitHub repository is a different concept. I will explain that. So first let us understand what is Git. So this is the brief introduction of what is exactly Git. It is a version control system where we can able to track all our changes in our application source code. So that is all about what is exactly Git. Then you have to understand about stages. So there is a architecture is available in Git. If you want to understand, if you want to work with Git and GitHub, you must need to understand about Git architecture or Git stages. See, let me explain what is Git stages. How many stages are there in Git? See, Git stages are Git architecture. Git architecture. So first one is working directory. First one is working directory. So what is exactly working directory? See, it is our physical server. It is our laptop. It is our terminal. It is our VS Code. So where you are going to writing the code, that is called working directory. So it is visible. It is a physically visible whenever you want to develop or writing some code. That is all about working directory. It may be your laptop. It may be your terminal code. It may be your command prompt. It may be your Visual Studio Code. It may be your virtual server. Wherever you are going to writing the code, that is called working directory. Second one is staging area. Staging or indexing area. Index area. So what is exactly index area? See, it is a invisible. It is a invisible or let me write invisible or virtual stage or virtual area. That means virtual stage. See, that means you can't see this area, but it is available whenever you want to push your code. See, in working directory, you have developed some code. See, the ultimate goal is you want to store your application source code on a GitHub repository. So before moving or before reaching your code to the GitHub repository, you must cross to the second stage. That is all about staging or indexing area. See, it is invisible or virtual stage. That means you cannot see, but you can able to see working directory. So that is all about indexing area. See, then next one is local repository. Local repository. So once your code is reached to the staging area or indexing area, then you have to move your application source code to the local repository. It is also it is visible. So then fourth one is remote repository. See, remote repository is nothing but where we are going to store our source code. That is called about GitHub. It is nothing but a GitHub. So this is the stages are this is these four stages we have in Git. So what are the stages are we have? We have four stages. One is working directory where we can able to write our source code. Then you have to move your code from the working directory to the staging area. Staging or indexing area, it is nothing but it is a virtual or invisible. You cannot see this staging, but you have to move your code into staging area. Okay, your code is available on staging area. What is the next step? You have to move your code or you have to commit your code into local repository. So that is all about local repository. Where we are going to committing our changes, it is called local repository. So all our committing changes will be available or will be stored into a local repository. So that is all about local repository. See, if someone will ask, what is a local repository? You can say where we are going to committing our changes, that is called local repository. So once your code is available, one your code is committed into your local repository, the final step is remote repository. So you have to store your remote repository. So let me explain with a flow chart. Then it is easy to understand why we have to understand about why we have to use the GitHub, why we have to use Git. See, Git already we have discussed. Git is nothing but a version control system. Where you can able to track all our application source code changes. So that is all about Git. So then why we have to understand about GitHub? So what is the use of GitHub? So if you want to understand about GitHub, you must need to understand about workstage. Let me take one flowchart. Then it is easy to understand. Yeah. See, there is a developer. See, he is a developer. He is a developer. There is a company. There is an organization. Let me add some color. There is an organization. Let us understand Flipkart. Okay, this is this time we will assume this is Amazon. Okay, this is Amazon company or organization. So okay, so this is the Amazon organization. So this Amazon company has few developers. So here we have one developer. So here we have one developer. Here we have another developer. Here we have another developer. So company is available here. And yeah, so the Amazon company has 4 developers. Amazon company has 4 developers. So the company is located where? Let's assume it is Amazon company is located in USA. So the company is located in USA. It is available in USA. So the first developer is working from Hyderabad. First developer is working from Hyderabad. So second developer is working from Mumbai. Second developer is working from Mumbai. Then third developer is working from Chennai. Third developer is working from Chennai. Fourth developer is working from Bengaluru. Fourth developer is working from Bangalore. So the task is, see this there is a manager in America for Amazon company. There is a manager. The manager, so he is a manager. He is a manager. So he is the manager of this Amazon company. Okay. This manager has assigned different tasks to these four developers for developing the Amazon application. Okay. So for suppose this developer has to this developer, let me take another mark. The first developer who is working from Hyderabad, the developer has to work on front-end page, front-end part. So this developer has to work on front-end part. So second developer who is working from Mumbai. So that developer has to work on back-end part. Let me take work on back-end part. So this developer has to work on back-end part. So third developer, we have third developer. That third developer has to work on database, DB. This developer has to work on DB, database. So this developer has to be work on DB, database. So a fourth developer. See, fourth developer has to work on let us say, we can name it, we can assign some task regarding the Amazon application. So front-end part, back-end part, database. Okay, then we will assign the task to the fourth developer. Let's say, for example, orders page, order service. Okay, this developer. Okay, so let's assume there is a Amazon company which is located in USA. The company has four developers, which is one is working from Hyderabad, one is working from Mumbai, one is working from Bangalore, one is working from Chennai. So there is a manager for this company which is available in America only. So this manager has been assigned four tasks, these four developers. So front-end part, back-end part, orders page, and database part. So these four developers developing four different kind of code for single application, not for different applications. The four developers has to work on or has to develop the application source code for only single application, that is about Amazon application. So how can the manager will get the code from these four developers? See, if developer 1 is available Hyderabad, developer 2 is available Mumbai, developer 4 is available Bangalore, developer 3 is available Chennai. See, it is not suggestible the manager has to come to Hyderabad and collect the front-end code and has to go to the Mumbai and collecting the back-end part code and going to go to the Bangalore and collecting the orders page code and going to go to the Chennai and collecting the database code. See, it is not suggestible. It will take more time. It will take, it will use more cost. So for avoiding these kind of advantages, okay, for suppose manager no need to come to the manager, no need to go to developers. For suppose the company has commanded to the four developers please come to our company location. Please submit your code regarding the application, Amazon application. So for developers also, it is difficult to travel to the America from their locations. It may be Hyderabad, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Chennai. So it is not suggestible. It is not good. So for avoiding these disadvantage, see, there is a solution is available that is about GitHub. That is called GitHub. So how the GitHub will help? So this is all about GitHub. So that means these 4 developers, let me take a free hand. These 4 developers developing the code. So the manager will create one repository, GitHub repository. The GitHub repository URL will be shared with these 4 developers, only single repository for the application. So then the front-end part developer will push the code into this GitHub repository. The database part code, this developer will push the code into this GitHub repository, and backend part code developer will push the code into this GitHub repository. Order based code, this developer will push the code into this repository. That means these different 4 developers, they are committing or they are pushing their code into the single repository from their locations only. No need to come to America. The manager has no need to go to the Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Mumbai, Chennai, but wherever the developer will be there, wherever the company will be there, no problem. So you can able to push your code from your local repository, from your laptop. So that is the reason only we have to understand about what is GitHub. See, GitHub is nothing but where we can able to store all our application source code. Okay. They have pushed their application source code into GitHub repository. So they can share the GitHub repository will provide one URL. GitHub repository, whenever you want to develop, whenever you want to push your code into GitHub repository, it will provide one URL. So by using this URL, they can easily clone their application repository into their local servers and into their application servers. Then the DevOps team, they can able to develop or deploy the application by using the repository. For suppose DevOps engineer is available in another location. DevOps engineer is available in another location. Let's say, for example, the DevOps engineer is available in Pune or Delhi. So the manager will be shared this application repository URL to whom? To the DevOps engineer. The repository URL will be shared to the DevOps engineer. So this DevOps engineer can deploy the application into the application server. So this is how GitHub will help to store all our application source code. So now you have to understand about how can you store your application source code into GitHub repository. So if you want to understand about how to store a application source code into GitHub repository, you must need to understand about Git architecture. So now let us discuss about Git architecture. So what is the first stage? Already we have discussed. In Git, we have 4 kind of stages. See, what is the first stage? Working directory. First stage is working directory. Let me name it working directory. Okay. So there is a working directory where you can able to develop your application source code. So here is a developer. Here is a developer. So developer writing the code into on working directory. So they want to, once you develop the code in working directory, you need to push into yes, auto scaling we will discuss. No problem. See, working directory. So you have to understand about working directory. See, once your code is available, your code has been developed, it is completed. The code is available on working directory. So then you have to move your code into Second stage. What is the second stage? It is nothing but indexing area, indexing or staging area. So let us understand. So this is indexing area, staging area. So let me name it staging area, staging or indexing, index area. So you have to move, you have to bring your code from here to here. How can you bring from working directory to the staging area? What is the command? The command is git add. By using the git add command, you can able to move or bring your command, your code to the staging area. So this command will help. By using the git add command, you can able to move your code from working directory to the staging area. Okay, your code is available on staging area. So what is the next step? You have to commit your changes into local repository from the staging area only. How can you commit your changes? What is the command? The command is, let me explain, let me name it. It is a local repository. It is a local repository. What is the command for committing our changes from the staging area? The command is git commit. See, git commit is nothing but whenever you committing your changes, the changes will be moved to the GitHub local repository. So that is all about git commit. Okay. Whenever you commit any changes, see that time that one commit ID will be generated. So that is all about Git. Okay, your code is available on local repository. So what is the final step? You have to store your code which is available in local repository to the remote repository. Remote repository is nothing but GitHub repository. Here we have discussed GitHub repository. See, how can you store your code into GitHub repository from the local repository? What is the command? You have to understand about that command. The command is nothing but git push. Git push command will help to store or to push your code into remote repository. Remote repository. Remote repository. So what is the command to push your code into GitHub repository? The command is nothing but git push. So this is the command. So this is the Git architecture. So if someone will ask what are the stages we have in Git, you can say working directory, staging or indexing area, local repository, Git remote repository. It is nothing but GitHub. Okay. Or how can you move a code from working directory to staging area? This is the command git add. Okay. To move your code from staging area or indexing area to local repository, git commit. Okay, how can you push your repository? What is the command? Git push. So this is the workflow. So now let us work on practicals. How can we develop the code in working directory? How can we move the code into staging area? How can we commit into local repository? How can we push into remote repository? So for that, you need to understand about how to create a remote repository, how to create a GitHub repository. See, whenever you want to develop some code, you must need to one repository. See, let us understand how to create a repository. See, for that, everyone need to create one GitHub account. It is completely free of cost. You need to provide only your valid Gmail ID. So that is the thing you need if you want to create a repository. So this already I have created one repository, XLR-20-batch. So now let me explain how to create a new repository. See, what is the steps you have to follow for creating a new repository. See, this is the home page of my GitHub account. Let me go to, this is my home page. Let me come, yeah, this is my home page. So this is my home page. So where you can able to find out the option for creating a new GitHub repository. What is the command? Where is the option? See, if you look at my screen, right side top of the screen, there is a symbol plus. See, if I click on here, I can able to get some options. New repository, import repository, new code space, new gist, new organization, new project. So what is our requirement as of now? We need one new repository. So let me click on the new repository. See, you will get options like this. Create a new repository. A repository contains all project files, including the revision history. Already have a repository name elsewhere. So you can import. If you have a repository, you can import. So currently, we don't have. So now let me, so this is your owner. This is your GitHub username. Now let me explain how to create a repository. See, it is asking repository name. It is mandatory. You can provide whatever you want. For suppose, let me provide XLR hyphen new hyphen batch hyphen 25. So this is my, the name should be unique, okay? You cannot use existing name. You must need to provide a unique name. So this is my repository name. You can give whatever you want. So description, if you want to write any description, you can write. So then you have to understand about what is public, what is private. For suppose, if your application source code is open source, that means if you want to be available, if you want to make available your application source code for everyone, you can go with the public repository. For suppose it is very sensitive code, you don't need to provide, you don't need to give anyone, you don't need to give access to anyone, you can go with the private mode. See, if you create a repository in private mode, no one can access your repository until unless you can give, if you give the access. So for suppose if you give the public repository, so anyone can access without your permission. So no need to take any permission from the owner if the repository will be created as a public mode. So that is the difference between public. But in real time, whenever you want to work on any project, you must create a repository in private mode only. You are not allowed to create a repository in public mode. Okay, public mode is nothing but public mode is suggestible for only open source applications, open source projects. But when it comes to projects on in-house projects, companies projects, the repository should be created in private mode only. So for now, let me go with the public only. Okay, then initialize this repository with readme add file. See, if you want a readme file, see what is the readme file, what is the purpose of readme file. For suppose I'm going to create a one repository. So you need to provide a brief introduction about your repository. What is this repository? Why this repository? What is the source code is available in this repository? All this information should be added into the README file only. So that is all about README file. So right now I'm not going with the README file. Later, if you want to add, you can just confirm this checkbox. So that's it. Now I don't want this README file. So then add dot ignore. See, what is the purpose of dot git ignore? See, there is an application. The application has a lot of configuration files. See, you don't need to push all configuration files into GitHub repository. So there will be some unwanted files, unwanted folders. So for those unwanted folders or files, you can place into the .git ignore file. So that means the files will not be included into your GitHub repository. So that is the purpose of what is .git ignore. Okay, now I don't want git ignore. Then choose a license. See, if you want, if you have any license, you can choose your license. See, right now I'm going with none option. I don't want any license because of it is a public repository. It is for a demo purpose only. That is the reason only I'm not choosing any license. So then click on the create repository. So what is the first step? You need to click on here, then click on the new repository. You will redirect into this page. Then provide a meaningful name to your repository name. Then choose public mode or private mode as per your requirement. If you want a README file, you can add. If you want a .git ignore file or folder, you can choose it. Okay, then choose a license. If you have any license, if you want to add any license, you can add it. Then click on a create repository. See, I clicked on create repository. The repository has been created. XLR-new- branch -25. See, here it is giving some steps. See, quick step if you have done this kind of this thing before. Okay, so this is URL. I told you, whenever you create any repository, GitHub repository, that time there will be a URL. So this is the URL you can share with someone if someone want to access your GitHub repository or source code. So you have to share this repo URL only. Okay. Now, or create a new repository on the command line. For suppose, if you want to create a new repository on the command line, you can execute these commands. So firstly, you need to execute this command, then execute git init command, then execute git add readme command, then git commit -m, this command, then git branch -m main command. So this command will help to configure your repository into your terminal. Okay. Then you can able to push your code by using this command, git push -u origin. See, origin is nothing but remote repository. See, if someone will ask what is origin, it is nothing but remote. Okay. This is the main. Main is our branch name. So this option is for whom, if you want to create a new repository on the command line. So this command you can able to use. But there is a already existing repository, then you want to push that existing repository to this repository. How can you push? There is option. See, push an existing repository from the command line. So you can use this command. So there is a repository on your command line. You have to remove that repository. Then you have to add your new repository. So what is the steps you have to follow? You can follow these steps. So this is from the beginning. This is for existing repository. So now already I have a repository. Let me show you. Let me open the my Visual Studio Code. Let me open my Visual Studio Code. See, already there is a repository. Already I shared with this repository with you guys. XLR 2025 batch. Okay. Yeah. So there is a repository. Let me show you my repository, whether it is configured or not. See, whenever you want to know which repository has been configured in this terminal, in my terminal. So what is the command? You just need to execute this command, git remote -v. See, by using this command, you can able to see what is the whether the repository has been configured or not. Okay, if configured, what is the repository? How can you see that? Execute this command. See, there is a repository, https //github.com msocial123. This is my repository name. Okay, here the repository has been configured. Now I need to remove this repository. Then I want to configure with this repository. This is my new repository. Okay, how can you configure? For that, you need to understand about you need to remove this existing repository. How can you remove the existing repository? What is the command? Let me explain. Git remote remove origin. So wherever you go, whenever you want to remove any existing repository URL, you can use this command, git remote remove origin. Hit the enter. See, it is giving nothing. It is giving nothing error. Now let me check. What is the command to check whether the repository has been removed or not? Git remote -v only. Again, execute. See, it is nothing showing. There is no any repository URL. That means just now I have removed this XLR-2025 batch repository. Now there is no any repository configured in my terminal. So what is the next step? You have to configure your new repository URL. Okay, let me execute. What is the command? So you have to use this command, git remote add origin. So this is the command. After typing this command, you have to provide your repository URL. Where it is available? Here. So same repository URL. So let me copy this command. Let me copy. Come to a terminal, just paste it. Hit the enter. See, now you need to cross check whether your repository has configured or not. How can you check? What is the command? Same, git remote -v command only. See, now it is showing m social 123 xlr new branch -25. So this is how we can able to create a new repository, how we can able to configure, how we can able to remove existing repository, how we can able to configure new repository on our terminal. So this is all about. So now you have to understand about some git commands. So what are the commands you have to understand about? Git commands. Necessary git commands you have to understand about. So let me name it one by one. First thing you need to understand about git init, then git add, then git commit, then git reset, then git revert, then git log, then git show, then git tag, then git rebase, git stash. Yeah. So these are the necessary commands. And also you have to understand about git pull and git fetch. So now we are going to discussing about all these commands. See how we can able to existing, how can able to use all these commands. And also you have to understand about git branch. It is very, very important. Git branch, git merge. Okay, these are the necessary commands. You should learn about these commands as a DevOps engineer. So now let me execute. Let me explain one by one. See, whenever you are going to whenever you are going to creating a new repository on the command line, first command had execute git init. See what is exactly git init command. See, git init command is nothing but it will initialize your repository on your terminal. Let me explain. Let me execute the git command first one. Git init. Okay. See, it is already telling reinitialize existing git repository in this location. That means there is already one repository has been exited. No need to again executing this git init command. Okay. That is all about git init command. So what is the second command? You need to understand about git add command. So before adding the git command, you must need to understand about how to write a code, how to place your code in our working directory. All we have discussed. We have 4 stages in Git. One is working directory. The second one is staging area and indexing area, local repository, remote repository. Now we are in working directory. So already I have some 2 files. One is index.html file. One is login.html file. These files related to the old repository. Now I have created a new repository. Okay. Before writing the code, you must need to understand about what is the status of your GitHub repository, So how can you check the status of your repository? What is the command? There is a command, git status. By using the git status command, you can able to know or you can able to check the status of your repository. Hit the enter. See, on branch main, nothing to commit, work tree clean. So this is all about git status command. So now let me explain. Already I have some files, index.html file, login.html file. So now let me create another file. Let me create another file. For suppose signup.html files. Signup.html page. Okay, this is my signup.html file. Now let me get some code from the W3 schools. Okay, let me get some code. Just type HTML login page. Hit the enter. Click on the first link. Look for sign up form. Yeah, here sign up form is available. Click on try it yourself. Control A, Control C, come to your terminal, paste your code. Okay, see, I just pasted my code. Here I can able to see the number 1. That means there is a one unsaved file. It is clearly telling. Look at the screen. There is a one unsaved file. If you need to save your file or you need to save your changes, how can you save? Click on the file. There is option save. Then click on it. See, the changes has been saved. That means my application, my source code has been saved on my working directory. So now let me execute. How can you check the status of your working directory? What is the command? Again, you have to use git status command. Okay. See, if you look at my screen, it is clearly telling untracked files. So signup.html file, it is visible in red color. So what is mean by untracked file? See, untracked file is nothing but your code is available on working directory only, but your Git doesn't know about your application source code, this signup.html file. Untracked file is nothing but there is a two meanings. One is your code is available on working directory and Git doesn't know about this file, signup.html file. And also, which is the code is available inside this file. So Git doesn't know about this file. That is the meaning of untracked files. So now you need to move your code from to the staging area. Now my source code is available working directory, signup.html file. Okay. Now because of clearly detailing untracked files. Okay. Now the task is I need to move my code into staging area. What is the command? Here I mentioned git add. So now let me execute git add command. Git space add space mention dot. See, dot represents current directory. All files. For suppose if you have multiple files, if you have 10 files, 20 files, how can you add or how can you move your 10 files from working directory to staging area? It is not it is difficult to name file name. For suppose if you have index.html file, login.html file, or signup.html file, signup.html file. See, like this, you can able to add files. It is not suggestible. It will take more time. So how can you add all files? How can you move all files at a time to the working stage or to a staging area? You can use dot command, dot symbol. Okay. Now, for suppose if you have only single file, you can mention the file name, signup.html. Okay. You can use both. Now hit the enter. Okay, file name is different. Let me change it. Signup.html. Hit the enter. Okay. Now you need to check whether your file, your code is moved or not into the staging area. So what is the command? How can you check your code is available or not here? That is the command. Again, you have to use git status command. Git status. See, it is clearly telling changes to be committed. Changes to be committed. The use git restore and new file signup.html. For this time, it is usually green color. See, whenever you may see any file on your terminal, on your repository in green color, that means your code is available where? Staging area. So that is the trick you have to remember. Okay. Now you need to move your code from here to local repository. What is the command? Git commit you have to use. Okay. Now let me explain how can able to commit our changes. How can able to commit our code into local repository from staging area or indexing area. What is the command? Git commit -m. See, -m stands for message. So whenever you are committing, you must need to pass a message. Okay. How can you pass a message? Open a double quotations. Just type a message about this committing. For suppose I have developed sign up I have developed signup.html page. Like that, you can able to add. Then you have to close the quotation marks. So this is the command: git commit -m. Then open the quotation marks. Between the quotation marks, you can write some message. The message, it could be anything. It can be whatever you want. Now hit the enter. See, this is my committing message. I have developed signup.html page. See, one file changed. 163 insertions. See, what is this 163 insertions? That means in my code, in my signup.html page, I have 63 lines, 163 lines. So this is all about 163 insertions. Okay. Now let me have to understand about how can you push your code into remote repository. It is nothing but GitHub account. See, from here you need to push your code. What is the command? Git push you can use. So let me push my code. Git push origin. There is a command already. If you don't know about, you can go to your repository. See, git push origin -u. You can use -u. It is optional. -u is optional. You can directly use git push origin main. Because of my branch name is main. Okay. Now let me push my code. Git push origin main. Hit the enter. Let me choose my account. See, it is pushing 61%, 62%, 70%. Yeah, it's completed. Okay, the new branch main. Okay, now you have to check. You can able to check whether your code has been pushed or not into your remote repository. How can you check? Go to your remote repository. Just click on here. See, AWS introduction PPT, AWS account creation PPT, cloud computing PPT, index HTML file, login HTML file, signup.html file. See, these files are my existing repository files. So that's why here it is that's why these files are available. What is our new file? This one, signup.html file. See, what is my committing message? I have developed signup.html page. See, 1 minute. See, why you need to understand about committing message. For suppose, here we have discussed about we have 4 developers. See, the developer 1 is on leave 2 days. After 2 days, he came to work back. So he wants to know how many commits are happened in my repository. So what are the changes has been happened in my repository. So how can he know what are the commits have been happened by seeing the committing message. So that is the purpose only. We have to understand about why we need to pass a message while committing our code. See, by seeing this committing message, the developer can easily understand, oh, this developer has been developed a signup.html files. So that is here the committing message update login page. Oh, this developer has been developed updated this login.html file. So this is the purpose. This is the purpose of this is the useful committing message. So this is the work stage staging architecture. So this is all about git add, git commit, git push. So now you have to understand about git reset command. Okay. Now let me come to our terminal. For suppose, let me, yeah. So this is my signup.html file. Here I'm going to changing some changes. Let me add let me add some code again into my signup.html file. Okay, I copied. Okay, see here I have added some code. Okay, now I have done some changes. See here it is showing 1. So if you want to save our changes on your keyboard, just press Ctrl S. See, the changes has been saved. Now it is not showing 1 number. Okay. Now the changes has been available where working directory. Because of in working directory only you can able to save our changes. Okay. You cannot save our changes. You cannot edit your code in staging area. You cannot edit your code in local repository. But you can edit your code in report repository on working directory. See, if someone will ask what are the stages are possible to change or to edit our application source code, you can say about one is working directory, one is remote repository, but you cannot change or you cannot update your code in staging area or local repository. It is not possible. Okay. Now I have changed some code, signup.html file, signup.html code in working directory. So now let me check. How can you check? Git status command. See, it is clearly telling modified signup.html file. See, one file got modified. Now you need to add. Now you need to add this modified code to staging area. What is the command? Git add. You can use dot or mention the file name directly. Hit the enter. Now you can check the git status command. Git status. See, now it is showing modified signup.html file. See, after moving my code into staging area, immediately I got remember, oh, I need to do some change. Again, I need to bring back my code. See, I did a mistake after adding or after moving my code into staging area. I realized, oh, I have forgot to add something my code, to edit something my code. See, you have realized how can you bring back your code from staging area to working directory? Now code is available here. You need to bring back your code from here to here. How can you bring back? What is the command? That is all about git reset. Okay. Now let me bring back git reset. Then you can mention dot or signup.html file, your file name. Okay. Now let me mention dot. Hit the enter. See, unstaged. It is clearly telling unstaged changes after reset. Now you have to check your code is came back or not from staging area to working directory. How can you check? Again, you have to use git status command. Let me execute. See, now it is showing modified file. It is available. It has successfully brought back my code from staging area to working directory. How here it is using red color. Okay, that is the thing you have to understand about git reset. So now let me add again. Okay, let me add. Okay. Now I want to change some things. I want to change some code. Yes. Control yes. Now you can check git status command. Okay, I modified. Now let me move my code into staging area. The enter. Now check the status command. See, it is modified. It is showing about green color. That means my code is available on staging area. Again, I want to bring back. How can I bring back? Just use git reset command only. It's done. Check the status. See, modified. See, remember, git reset command will help to bring back your changes from staging area to working directory, but not from local repository. For suppose, if you committed your changes into local repository, now you realized, oh, I did some mistake in my application source code. I need to bring back to here. How can you bring back? Git reset command will not work. There is another command. So that command we'll discuss after the break. Okay. Now time is 8 o'clock. Please everyone take a break for 15 minutes. By 8:15, everyone come back. We will continue our session. Thank you. Go for a break, everyone. Yeah, hey guys, I hope you come back. Confirm the chat box. Then we will start our session. We will continue. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your responses. So now let's continue our session. See, in the terminal, so now we are going to discussing about git reset command. Okay, whenever your code is available in staging area, whenever you want to bring back to working directory, you have to use the command git reset command. So now let me explain. Already we have explained. So let me do one more example. Okay, come to here. See, it is available on working directory because of it is showing in red color. Okay, so that's why you need to understand about, you need to move your code into staging area. Git space add, hit the enter. Now check the status, git status. See, now my code is available on staging area. Now I want to bring back these changes from staging area to working directory. How can I bring back? Git reset. You can mention file name or mention dot. That's no problem. See, on stage changes. Now you can check the status. See again. So now the question is, for suppose your code is available. One second. Let me. For suppose your code is available here, local repository. That means you already have committed your changes. The code is available local repository. See, after moving your local repository, you have realized, oh, I forgot to add something. I forgot to change something in my code. So how can you bring back from local repository to working directory after committing? See, the command is git reset revert command. See, what is the, you have to understand about difference between git revert and reset command. See, git reset command will work before committing your changes to bring back any code to working directory. Git revert command will help whenever you committing your changes. After the, so you can easily remember, git reset is nothing but git reset will help before committing. Git revert will help after committing. So before committing is nothing but the code is available on staging area. After committing is nothing but the code is available on local repository. Okay, whenever you want to bring back a code, any changes from staging area, you can use git reset. It is nothing but before committing. For suppose the code, whenever you want to bring back your code from local repository, that means after committing, you can use git revert command. So now let me execute git revert command. So let me explain. See, let me move my code into staging area by using git add command. That's it. Check the status command. Okay. Now my code is available on staging area. Now I want to commit my changes, or I want to commit my code into local repository by using the git commit command. Okay, let me update it. Let me write some code. Updated sign up dot HTML page. So this is my code. Hit the enter. See, it's committed. Updated signup.html page. One file changed. 60 lines has been added. Okay. Now you need to bring back. My code is available here. So now I have to bring back from here to here. So what is the command? See, if you want to use git, git revert command, you need commit ID. You need commit ID. See, why you need commit ID? Because of the code has been committed. If you want to bring back any code after committing from local repository to working directory, you must need one committing ID. See, what is commit ID? See, commit ID is nothing but it is a 40 alphabetical alphabetical, numerical, or number. So whenever you committing any changes, see every time one commit ID will be generated. One commit ID will be generated. So how can you see, how can you get your commit ID? What is the command? The command is git log. Here I mentioned git log. So whenever you want to bring back any code from local repository to working directory by using git revert command, the command should be like this: git revert, then your commit ID. So this is the command you have to use. Okay. If you want to get commit ID, you should use the command git log. So let me execute the git log command. Okay. Git log. The enter. See, I can able to see whenever you execute git log command, you can able to get colon here. Look at the screen, colon. If you want to close this one on your keyboard, just type WQ. That's it. Okay. Here you can able to see commit ID. See, this is one commit ID. This is one commit ID. We have two commit IDs. So you can able to see the date also. Monday, May 5, 7:52. See, Monday, May 5, 7:19. Okay. This is the recent commit ID. This is last commit ID. See, my commit message also you can able to see. Updated server.html login page. Then I have developed server.html page. So this is my commit message. So this is my commit ID. Okay. You can, if you want, you can count 40 numerical address numbers. One, okay. You can later you can count it. Okay. Now you need to bring back these changes. For suppose I want to bring back these changes. Okay. How can I bring back? You need to copy your commit ID. So copy your commit ID. Okay. That's it. Now git revert, type git revert, then space, mention your commit ID, your copy your commit ID. That's it. Hit the enter. See, it will give some message like this. So don't bother about and don't confuse. If you want to close this file, on your keyboard, just press escape, colon, WQ. Hit the enter. That's it. See, one file changed, 60 deletions. If I, okay, see the changes has been removed here. Okay, the changes has been removed. That means my code is successfully bring back from local repository to working directory. See, if you want to observe the difference, let me explain again. Okay, let me copy again. Let me add some code. Come to here. So look at the screen. I have added how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, totally I have added 7 lines. Remember the line number also, 150 to 156. Okay. Now the changes will be, the changes are available on working directory. So let me move to the staging area, and also let me move let me commit to the local repository. So once after committing the changes to local repository, if I want to bring back, I can use git revert command. Once you execute the git revert command, see these changes, 7 lines will be removed. So that is the purpose of git revert. Okay. If you execute the git revert command, then you cannot see the lines 150 to 156. The changes, the code will be removed. So that is what how you can able to bring back your changes from local repository to working directory. So now let me move git status. That's it. Okay, sorry, I didn't save the changes. Control yes. Okay. Now let me execute git status command. Let me execute git status command. Let's see. See, one I have modified. Okay. Now let me execute git add command. That's it. Now check status command. Okay. See, modified. Now you need to commit your changes. Git commit -m. I have added 7 lines of code. 7 lines of code. This is my committing message. Hit the enter. See, Okay, one file change 8 lines. Sorry, 8 lines, not 7 lines. How many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here I give one space, so that line also included. So now I need to bring back. So if I want to bring back, I need commit ID. How can I get commit ID? Git log. Okay, you will get like this. Just WQ type. Okay, what is the recent commit ID? See, this is the recent commit ID. I have added 7 lines of code. So copy the commit ID. Copy the commit ID. Come to here. So focus on here. 150 to 156 lines. These lines will be removed after executing the git revert command. Git revert space. You look at my screen. The code has been removed. Not is available. It is not available. See, 150 to 156. This code is available. This code. Now it is not available. That means successfully I have brought back my changes from local repository to working directory. So this is how git revert command will help. See, definitely you may confuse between git reset and git revert command. Again, that is the reason only. Again, I'm explaining. Git reset command will work before committing. Git revert command will work after committing. So now we have discussed about git log also. Now you need to understand about git show. See, git show command also will show you commit IDs. Git show. See, we can able to see commit IDs. So this is the purpose of git show. So now what is the next command? Git to tag. See, git to tag is nothing but you are going to giving a meaningful name to your commit IDs. See, why we have to provide a meaningful name to our commit IDs? Because of it is difficult to remember this commit ID. It is possible to remember this entire commit ID? No. So that is the reason only there is a concept git tag. By using the git tag command, we can able to provide a meaningful name to this commit ID. So by using the commit ID name, you can easily remember, oh, this commit ID is for this. This commit ID is this for this. So that is the reason only you have to understand about how we can able to provide a git meaningful name to our commit ID. So let's see what is the command git tag, but there is a syntax you have to follow whenever you want to providing a meaningful name to your commit ID. So let me explain that one also. So git to tag you have to use. So git to tag. See, whenever you want to add a meaningful name to your commit ID, again you need to give git commit ID. Okay, let me execute git log. Okay, see, in front of my screen I have some commit IDs. So this is the recent commit ID. Okay, now I want to provide a meaningful name to this commit ID. See, once I provided a name to my commit ID, here I can able to see my git a name for my commit ID. Okay, now here it is not available. So now let me do that one also. Git tag, you need to follow the -a. -a, it's a flag. After that, you have to assign a meaningful name. Okay, how can you assign? You can give whatever you want. For suppose let's say first to commit. You can give whatever you want. So this is the name will be added to your commit ID. After that, you need to provide your commit ID. To which commit ID you want to provide a meaningful name. So I have added my commit ID also. Then you need to pass one message. While adding a name to your commit ID, you must need to pass a message. So here I'm giving a name to my commit ID. Now hit the enter. Now you need to cross check whether the name has been assigned or not to this commit ID. To this commit ID. How can you check? Again, you had to use git log command. Hit the enter W key. If you look at my screen, so this is my commit ID. What are the last digits? 2DFT. If you scroll up slowly, see 2DFT here I use. Now you can able to see first commit. See here, I have given a name, the same name here you can able to see. So now let me give you a name for this commit ID also. Okay, let me do that one also. Git to tag -a, then provide a main second commit ID. Second commit, then mention your commit ID. Which commit ID you want to give a name. That's it. Then you need to pass a message. See, there is a message. Where is the message? Okay, now it is not available. So now let me pass a message. Second tag name. The enter. Now check git log command. See, second commit ID also I have a name. Second -commit. So this is how the commit. This is how commit git tag. How we can able to use a git tag command. So now what is the next command? Git stash. See, git stash is nothing but it is a temporary repository. It is a temporary repository. What is exactly temporary repository? Why you need a temporary repository? Temporary repository. Temporary repository. Temporary repository. Okay. So when this temporary repository will help, for suppose you are working on Amazon application. You are developing some code. You are developing the code for Amazon application. See, meanwhile, your manager told you, can you stop your work on? Let me resize it. Can you stop? So the manager want to assign a simple task, a mild task to the developer too. So the manager instructed to this developer, hey, Mumbai developer, can you please stop work on Amazon application developing the code? So for 2 days, in 2 days, you have to work on another task. That means that manager want to deploy one static web application. So please take it 2 days. In 2 days, can you write a code for static web application? So you need to stop his work. So same repository, in same repository only, the developer has to be develop code from static web application. See, how can this developer can use same repository? How can he write code from for static web application? So for that, they can use temporary repository. That means Git is offering temporary repository feature. So how can you utilize a temporary repository? For suppose there is HTML file. So this is my static web application code. Now I want to store this code on temporary repository for 2 days. Okay, how can I store? So that is you have to understand about. So let me do some changes. First, let me do some changes. Okay, that's it. Now let me move my code into where staging area. Now let me check the status command. Okay, see now my code is available here. So now I need to move. I want to store this HTML file on a temporary repository for 2 days because of I don't want mix this code into my Amazon application code. Okay, there is a confusion. I don't want mix this code, because of there is a chance, there is a misuse to mix to make this code into your main application source code. So for avoiding these disadvantages, Git is offering temporary repository concept. So how can you use? The command is git status. Git status. Git status is nothing but how you can able to store your code temporary purpose. So let me execute the command git stash. If I hit the enter, okay, saved working directory and index VIP, I have added 7 lines of code. So now let me check the git status command. Okay, see, now code is not available. Okay, here previously it is showing modified server.html file. That means the code is available on staging area. Now you need to find out whether it is moved or not. So for that, you need to look for git stash list. So whenever you execute git stash command, every time one ID will be generated, same commit ID. Okay, how can you check git stash list? See, look at my screen. Stash at 0. VIP nothing but working in progress. Okay, on main. So git revert, I have added 7 line of code. So this is how you can able to use a git status command. Git status command. Now, introduction about git pull command. So what is the git pull command? See, git pull command will help whenever changes happened on remote repository, not local repository, on your terminal GitHub account. There is a repository in your GitHub account. In that GitHub account or GitHub remote repository, some changes has been happened. How can you know that? By using the git pull command. So git pull is nothing but downloading. Okay. If you execute the git pull command, you can able to download. You can able to see the changes where happened in remote repository. So for that, let me do that one also. Come to your repository. Okay. See, in remote repository, I'm going to do some changes. Okay. Let me open the signup.html file. Let me see, in remote repository, whenever you want to change something, firstly, you need to open the file. Now there is option edit in this file. Right side of the screen, there is option edit this file. Click on here. Now, let me add some changes. So let me copy some code. Come to here. Control V. Now you need to commit your changes. How can you commit your changes? See, same page only. Right side top of the screen, there is option commit changes. Click on the commit changes. Again, click on the commit changes. Okay, here I have added some code. Where it is? Yeah. How many lines I added? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, here I have added 7 lines. Now I want to know these changes in a local repository. How can I know? How can I see? What is the command? Git pull command. So now let me execute git pull command. If you look at my screen, slowly. Yeah. Git pull. Yeah. See, total 3 reused. Okay. Okay, let me commit some changes. Because of some changes are available, let me commit. Then we can able to see our changes. Okay, working tree is clean. Don't bother about. So now let me do some changes again. This time let me do changes in login.html file. Let me add commit your changes. Again, commit your changes. Come to here. Now let me execute git pull command. Yeah. See, the changes has been pulled. See, here you can able to see your changes. Changes has been pulled. See, emerging objects 5 done. Okay. This is how you can able to you can able to pull your changes which were happened in remote repository. So this is all about git pull command. So git fetch also same. Git fetch and git pull similar, but there is a different. Whenever you want to see whenever they want to see the changes, what are the changes that happened on remote repository? You can able to use git pull command. For suppose if you want to see the changes whenever local repository, whenever the changes are happened on a local repository, so that time you can use a git fetch command. Now we have to understand about git branch command. See what is the git branch and why you need to understand about git branch. So let me take this architecture. Let me remove it. Yeah. Okay. See, there is a here we have 4 developers. Okay. See, the team lead has assigned the manager has instructed to all these 4 developers. Please create 4 branches for you. You can work on your own branches. Don't work on main branch. Don't work on main branch. Please create a customized branch for your work. Then you can develop your code on your individual branch. So for that, how they can create a branch? Okay. Now let us understand how to create a branch. So for that, you need to understand about how many branches are there on your repository. How can you check? What is the command? Git branch. Hit the enter. See, it is showing only main. See, whenever the branch is visible on a green color on star symbol, that means you are inside the main branch. Okay. Now let me explain how you can able to create a main branch or some another branch. For suppose I want to create a dev branch. See, the command is git branch, then give space, mention a name for your branch. The name, it could be anything. You can use whatever you want to, no problem. Now hit the enter. See, the branch has been created. Now now you have to cross check whether the branch has been created or not. How can you cross check? Same command you have to use, git branch only. See, there is a branch is created, dev. Now you want to switch, you want to enter inside this branch. Now I want to develop some code into the dev branch. So for that, you need to enter inside that branch. See, how can you enter? What is the command? Git checkout. See, git checkout command will help to switch from one branch to another branch. See, git checkout, then you need to mention to which branch you want to enter, to which branch you want to switch. Now I want to switch dev branch. Hit the enter. See, it is clearly telling switch to branch dev. Now let me check the command git branch. Now it is showing green color dev branch. That means now I'm inside the dev branch. So this is how you can able to create a branch in GitHub repository. How you can able to get how you can able to get how you can able to create how you can able to check out from one branch to another branch. So now the task is the developers has developed some code. Okay, let us assume only 2 developers has been completed the code for Amazon application. So now they wanted to they want to merge these 2 branches code into one branch, that is main branch. So how can they merge a code from one branch to another branch? What is the command? That is about git merge. So for suppose I want to merge this main branch into dev branch because of in my main branch has some code, sign.html file, login.html file, index.html file, cloud computing PPT, AWS account creation, AWS introduction PPT. See, these files has available in my main branch only. Now I want to see this entire code in my dev branch. How can you see? For that, you need to merge your branch. So that is all about merge. How can you merge a code between the branch? Firstly, you need to which branch you want to merge. So now I want to merge inside the dev branch. So that is the part that's clear. Now you need to mention, you need to understand about how to merge a code from one branch to another branch. What is the command? Git merge you have to understand about. Then you need to mention the branch. Which branch you want to merge. I want to merge main branch into dev branch. Don't get confused. I want to merge main branch into dev branch. So that's why I'm inside the dev branch. Now you need to mention your main branch because of my code is available on main branch, not dev branch. Now hit the enter. See, already updated. Okay, no problem. Now you need to push your changes. Now I have created one dev branch. Now I have measured some code. Now you need to push your changes to remote repository because of these changes has been happened in my local repository. If you want to see your code, same code on dev branch in remote repository, you must need to push your changes. How can you push? What is the command? Git push, then mention origin, then mention your branch, dev branch, because of I want to see this entire code in dev branch only because of my code is available on main branch. So now let me see what will happen. Git push origin dev. Let me choose. Okay, that successfully has been merged. Now let me go to the remote repository. Let's see what will happen. Come to here. See, now it is showing only one branch here. If I do refresh, I can able to see two branches. See, two branches here available. If I click on here, see dev branch. If I click on the dev, if I switch to the dev branch, yeah, see, same code I can able to see. Send.html file, login.html file, index.html file. So that means I have merged the code which is available in main branch into the dev branch. So this is all about how you can able to create a branch, how you can able to switch into the branch, how you can able to merge a code between the branches. So now let me create another branch also. Git branch demo. Hit the enter. Now let me check git branch. See, git branch command will help to see how many branches are there. See, I have 3 branches. Now I want to merge same code into demo branch. How can I do that? Firstly, I need to check out into the demo branch. Okay, let me check out. Git checkout demo switched. Now let me check git branch. See, now I'm inside the demo branch. Now I want to merge my code which is available in dev branch to the demo branch. Okay, how can I do that? Git merge dev. That's it. Now let me push git push origin. What is the demo branch? Git push origin. Choose your account. That's it. Now go to the remote repository. Here I can able to see, I can see only 2 branches. If I do refresh, I can see 3 branches. See, 3 branches. See demo branch. If I click on the demo branch, same code I can able to see, same information. Yeah, see, same here. So now I want to delete the branch. Okay, how can I do that? If you we have discussed how to create a branch, same way you have to understand about how can delete the branch also. So what is the command to deleting a branch in a GitHub repository? So git branch D. You have to use git to branch command, then mention D. See, D stands for delete. Then you need to define which branch you want to delete. For suppose I want to delete dev branch. Hit the enter. See, now you have to cross check whether the branch got deleted or not. How can you cross check? Git branch only. See, sorry, command is wrong. -D had to use. Sorry, not only D. See, deleted branch. It is showing deleted branch dev. Now you can cross check whether it is deleted or not. See, now I cannot able to see the branch name dev. I can able to see only D demo main. But if you go to the remote repository, if I do refresh, still I can able to see dev branch. Why? Because of I have deleted my branch on my local repository, not remote repository. So for that, you need to understand about how to delete a branch on remote also from local repository. So what is the command? Git push delete, git push delete, then mention your branch name. Dev. Sorry, fail to push. Git push. Wait. Capital D. Git push -D. Sorry. Git push origin -D. Git branch. So let me check Git branch. How many branches are there? Git branch. What is the command? Git branch. Git branch. Okay, I have, okay, the branch has been deleted. Now you need to understand about how to delete a branch on remote also. What is the command? Git push origin -, delete, then mention the branch name. Which branch you have deleted? I have deleted dev branch on my local repository. Now I want to push these changes because of the changes has been happened in local repository. The same change you have to push into remote repository. Let me do that one also. Git push origin -, delete, then mention branch name. Which branch you have deleted in local repository. Now, if I go to the remote repository, if I do refresh, yeah, let me remove dev because of the dev branch is not available. Yeah. Okay, see, I can able to see only 2 branches. If I click on here, only main and demo branch is available. So now I want to delete demo branch also. I don't want require. So for that, you need to check out into main branch because of you should not insert the demo branch because of I want to delete the demo branch. Okay. Now let me check out main branch. Okay. Switch. Check git branch. Now can able to firstly you need to delete the branch in a local repository. How can you delete? Git branch -D demo. See deleted. If you want, you can cross check. So now you need to delete the branch in a remote repository also. How can you delete? Git push origin -, delete, then mention branch name. Which branch you deleted in a local repository. Choose your account. That's it. Go to the remote repository. See, here it is showing only 2 branches. If I do refresh, I can see only 1 branch. That is main. Now, it is showing 1 branch. That is main. There is no any branch. Okay. This is all about Git, GitHub, Git commands. Let me check. Okay. Let me delete this one also. D, not required. Git branch -d D only. So for this branch, you don't need to push into remote repository because why? Because the branch is not available on remote repository. So that's why you don't need to push your delete changes into remote repository. You can delete in local repository. So that's why I deleted a branch in locally only. So now I have only main branch. So this is all about what is Git, why Git, what is GitHub, why GitHub, how can able to create a repository, how can able to delete a existing repository, how can able to configure a new repository, what is the Git init, Git add, Git commit, Git reset, Git revert, Git log, Git show, Git tag, Git stash, Git pull, fetch, Git branch, Git merge. So far, if you have any questions, please you can ask. I will clarify you. So far, any questions? Please, you can ask regarding Git and GitHub. If you clear, just type clear in the chat box. See, Git start is nothing but a temporary repository where you can able to store all our code for temporary purpose. That's it, Git stash. That means Git stash will provide a temporary repository. Yes, others? Still, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. You can freely ask any question. Try to clarify your questions. Don't keep your questions with you. What is Bharat Kumar? You sent one screenshot in the chat box. Sir, if we are in the current branch and we try to delete, it will throw error. Yes, if you are in the current branch, you are not allowed to delete the current branch. You must need to check out to another branch. Git bash, it's a terminal. Git bash is a terminal. It is a service. And one thing I have to remember. See, Git is a tool. GitHub is a service. Okay, remember this. Git is a tool. GitHub is a service. Without Git bash, you cannot use Git command in the Visual Studio Code. Yes, you should install Git bash on your terminal, on your local laptop. Without having Git bash, you cannot use Git command. You should install Git. Everyone, if you don't have, just go to the Google, just search for install Git bash on Windows. Sir, how many tools are there like Git? See, like Git, there is only Git, but we have multiple services, tools like GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket. These three platforms, same purpose for storing all our source code. That is about you can store your source code into GitHub, or you can use GitLab, or you can use Gitbucket. But there is only Git. There is no any alternative for Git. Still have some more questions, please? If no questions, we will close our session. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. See you. Wait. What if we put MongoDB localhost in .env file and add it to the GitHub? If the user use our website, the data saves. Bharat, can you improvise your question? I didn't understand. Yes, please. Rectify the untracked file. See, if you want to rectify the untracked file, you just need to use git status command. Git status command only will tell you what is the status of your repository. If you have any untracked files, if you have your code in git staging area, if you have your code in local repository. See, all these things will tell you git status command only. By using git status command, you can rectify. Okay, what to do with untracked files if there is any? See, untracked file is nothing but your code is available on your working directory only. So you can able to you have to move your code to staging area, then commit to local repository, then push into remote repository. Clear? Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. See you in tomorrow's class. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yes, student, I believe that you mark your attendance. If not, I'm sharing that once again. So please mark it, and we'll see you on tomorrow at same time. Thank you. Good night.
Sorry.
No, sir. So we're good to close.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.